Hi everybody, it's George here. I'm the founder of the 3 Steps Business and I'm here to welcome you to this Youll webinar. I'm very excited to have you here because I have a lot of information to share with you, and this is gonna be probably as long as 1 hour. We may be over an hour, so just make sure that you go and grab a cup of coffee and you take your time to enjoy this webinar, because in this webinar you're gonna learn everything you need to start an online business. Okay, so if you are full of frustration because you want to start your online business, or basically you just don't know where to start and you really want to start with this opportunity of going online, or probably we're thinking to go online, you're just looking for an opportunity, this is the right webinar for you. So while everybody starts coming along into the webinar, I can see that there's already about 5 to 7 people in here, so we'll just wait a little bit longer for the rest. And while we wait, what I'm gonna do is I want to share with you my story. So starting an online business seems like easy, right? So it seems like you just put up a website and then you put some advertising or whatever, and then you start making money. Okay, and a lot of the times that's how people sell the opportunity, and that's how people think it works. But in fact, there's a science behind it. So like any other business, you need to have that business infrastructure behind it. Okay, so you will need to understand how the business works to be able to make it work. Okay, so that's very important. You need to have a sales funnel. You need to have a unique value proposition. You need to understand your customer. Who are you talking to? Why they're gonna buy of you? Why they're interested in what you have to offer? And all these kind of things that you probably a lot of the times miss. And that happened to me. I missed it, even though I had all the training that you could think of on business, and and what I did when I was in my bachelor degree, I started industrial engineering. What they teach you is pretty much how to re-engineer a business, right? How to understand the processes, how a business work, and that's what has been my passion since I was very little. I'm gonna tell you this funny story. When I was early in high school, I decided that I wanted to do something, right? I was like in 7th grade, which is in 7th grade. I was probably 14 years old. Yeah, 13 or 14 years old. And then I decided that I wanted to make some money because for any reason I wanted to buy something. I don't remember at this time what it was. I just remember the experience. But and then I started selling candies at the school, and the first thing that my mom told me, which I am very grateful for, she told me, when you are doing these kind of things, I'm gonna give you the first investment, right? The startup investment, and then we are gonna go and we are gonna buy your candies, and then when you sell them, you pay me back, and then when you sell them again, you keep that money to keep your business running, and then you're gonna see a little bit of profit. And then what you do with that money is you reinvest it, or you do something else. So it's like very easy, simple money management, business management kind of thing. But it was the lesson of my life, and that's what I've been doing since. Later on in high school, after the candies, it was actually very successful, but I found that there was a lot of competition in the school, which was another step on complexity of what I was doing. I was in 7th grade. I didn't understand how to compete with all these people and everything. But something just snapped, and I had an idea of doing something different, right? I was selling candies. I was in 10th grade now, so that was for about 3 years that I did that. Then in 10th grade and the 11th grade, what happens, I actually had a partnership with a friend, and we started selling sandwiches. So we were bringing the sandwich into the school. We were preparing them the day before. We used to sell it like a combo sort of thing. So we used to sell the sandwich and the chips, and we even were bringing like orange juice or some kind of soft drink. So none of this was allowed in the school, of course. So we had to bribe the teachers, and so it was a very interesting experience. But basically what I'm going to is that all those experiences, they always count. You always have something within yourself that you will be able to share these days with in a way and help somebody else. So in my case, I've been creating business since I was very young, and without realizing, when I started university and then I went into my master's degrees and I did all these studies, unfortunately in universities they teach you the basics, but they don't teach you how to do things, right? So they teach you you have all that information in your head, and you have all that information that is already there, ready to be processed, ready to do something with it, but we don't know what to do. And I had that problem. That's why people normally go to get a job, because they are trained to get a job, they're trained to what to do, and somebody else is telling them what to do, because they already had the same problem, they already have the experience, they already found out what to do. Okay, that who's the business owner, and a lot of the times they don't even know what to do either. So just don't think like starting a business is like a burden and it's very difficult, and you know, it needs like a lot of money and stuff like that, because these days, what I'm going to show you right after this, I'm going to show you how these days you can start a business pretty much with no money, and the only investment that you're going to need is time. And this is called the internet revolution, and I'm gonna, you know, just go a little bit deeper in this concept just right after this. But the internet revolution has evolved the way we do businesses, okay? And this is not happening only on the opportunity to actually open a business, but it's actually for businesses who wants to actually scale themselves. Like, business owners who want to scale their business, they actually should be thinking into going online, and it's a great opportunity for everybody. So this is the first time that you've heard of online businesses, this is a great opportunity for you. I'm very, very happy that you're here today, because what we're gonna do here is alchemy. So you're gonna start learning how to create something out of thin air, okay? And this is true. You're gonna have nothing, and then suddenly at the end of the webinar, you're gonna have all these ideas coming up to your mind and getting ready to get started. So also at the end of the webinar, I'm gonna do something special, very, very special for you, and this is, I'm gonna have a special invitation for you. If you hang out with me long enough, you will see an invitation coming up for our idea generation bootcamp. So what we are gonna do here, I'm gonna show you all the infrastructure on how it works. And then in the idea generation bootcamp, you will be able to start working on your idea, just to get ready to start your business. All I do, and my mission in life, is actually to help people, as many people as I can, to create, not just to create their own businesses, but to improve themselves, to improve their businesses, and to have a happy and more fulfilled life. And this is why I'm here. I want you to have a better life, because when you create a business, especially an online business, you have the opportunity to decide for yourself. Okay, so you think of a dream, just imagine a dream job. You will be able to work your hours, you will be able to set your salary, and you know, as hard as you work, the more is going to be your reward. You're not going to be waiting for customers to walk into your shop. You actually are going to start attracting customers with multiple techniques that I will teach you, and I will show you which ones are the main techniques that you probably want to focus on. And you're going to have a lot more freedom, okay? So you're going to be able to work from wherever you are, as soon as there's an internet connection, of course. So yeah, this was a quick introduction. I think we have a few people here right now, so we'll just dig right in. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you a presentation on how the internet revolution has reshaped the world, and how you can take advantage of it. And after that, we'll go through the 3 steps that you need to follow to start your business, and the full blueprint that is going to be able to show you how to do it. And you will be able to download this at the end of the webinar as well, if you want to keep a copy. Okay, so I'm very happy to have you here, and let's get started. Okay, so here we are in the presentation that I've prepared for you guys tonight. So what I want to share with you, of course, as the title of the webinar is how to start an online business. So I want to give you as much information as we can, but as you can see, this is what some people promise, right? They promise the lifestyle, you working on the beach and just enjoy yourself as much as you can. And they always promise the lifestyle. That's what it is all about. That's what online business are all about. But the reality is a lot different. And this happened to me, and it may happen to many of you when you are not organized on what you're doing. The reason is because there's so much information out there that they only lead you to confusion. So there's so many doors to open, there are so many places to go that you don't know what to do. You're pretty much just confused, and you just stand on the line before getting to do anything, simply because of the confusion. These days, getting information off the internet is like taking a drink from a fire hydrant, and I take this from Mitchell Kapoor, which is very, very accurate actually. So if you think about an online business or any other type of information that you want to find in Google, you will be able to find way too much information. And this is a problem, because this leads to a big issue that I had, and it leads to information overload. When I wanted to start online, and I found that all these people, they made all these promises of the lifestyle, and all these amazing things that actually are real, and you could get to have them with an online business. It's just simply that they take a long time, and they take especially longer if you're not organized. And what happened to me is that I just went out and started trying information on my own, and I became an information junkie. And that led me not just to that information overload, but actually to the point of quitting. So I really thought of quitting many times, but I guess I had the drive to continue, even though I knew that the information that I was finding wasn't the best information that I could get. And I was trying to find the best information for me, for what I wanted to do. I really didn't know exactly what to do, because what I started doing was promoting other people's products. But at the end of the day, that's not really what a business is. I didn't want a business around promoting other people's products. So I decided that I didn't want to quit, and I was just gonna get on and do it. And this is what makes the difference when you want to succeed: the actual doing things and taking action. So I sat down and I created a program. I organized my ideas, my knowledge, and everything that I knew from my university, from my experience in different businesses, and from my experience working for other people, and I created the Success Path program. So this program is designed to take you in 3 steps from zero to having a business and having a product and an information product around it. This is what I want to show you, the process that is going to take you from that zero to having a business ready to go into the market. So I'm going to show you absolutely everything what the Success Path program is about, and you can take action on your own if you decide to, or you will be able to follow us into what we are going to do. So in the next hour, what you're going to be learning, probably is less than an hour now, because we've been doing a bit of an introduction. What you're going to see is exactly the process of starting a business, and how the internet is an enabler to do that, and the 3 steps that the Success Path program is going to take you through, and how to apply these 3 steps into starting your online business. Also, the tools required to support your business. A business is not a business without the tools and systems that are the infrastructure of your business, and you're going to be able to learn how to use them properly and how to teach others to use them if you get to work with other people. So basically, what I want to do now is what the internet revolution is all about. So how is it enabling us today to create a business? How is it enabling me to have this webinar and deliver it to you to create your business? So basically, we've had multiple revolutions in human history, and starting from the agricultural revolution, if you see what happened at that time when they started harvesting their soil and creating civilizations around it, like the Greeks and the Romans, what happened there is that they created a tool, and that tool at that time allowed them to start harvesting the soil. If you look at the next big revolution that happened within human history was the Industrial Revolution. At this point in time, humans created what is the steam machine at that time, and there also the next revolution within the Industrial Revolution, which was the light bulb from Thomas Edison. Right now, these days, we are in the information revolution, even though we don't think about it this way, or probably some people don't even realize that it's happening all around us. What the information revolution is allowing us to do is creating businesses based on that information that somebody's looking for. Okay, so what triggered this change in each one of these revolutions was basically the tools that humanity has been putting out there for us. So I'm gonna make a quick comparison, very quick comparison, because I want to go straight ahead into what people are doing these days on creating online businesses, and something that you could taste, what you will be able to create, even though if you don't have an idea, even though you think, oh, this is, I don't have any idea to create a business on. I'm gonna take you through exactly the step-by-step process that you need to follow to get this done. And what we are going to do right now is I'm going to compare quickly the Industrial Revolution. So when the Industrial Revolution happened, there was a great sustained growth of ordinary people, right? So nothing like that happened at that time, and we're having exactly the same result right now, which is internet mature countries that you can see here have a direct relationship with improved standard of living. And this was done in a study by a McKinsey & Company, which is a great consulting firm, and is the first one which have done this sort of a study on the internet economy. So big results that are happening right now in the internet revolution. As you can see, the Industrial Revolution took 50 years, and the internet revolution has done the same thing in only 15. So imagine the power of what is happening all around us. Is the internet revolution just happening as our own sights and our fingertips. Also, Thomas Edison, he created the light bulb in 1856, but before that he in fact created the generator, and the generator wasn't widespread used by anybody until he created the light bulb. If you think about computers, the same thing applies. So computers were first, but the internet revolution was actually the light bulb for those computers. If you see, once the internet was created, smartphones came up, iPads came up, and smaller laptops came up. I don't think many people actually use desktops anymore, unless you have special features within, but mostly you're gonna find that people are using laptops everywhere. Also, businesses are growing at a twice of a rate of a traditional business. And I don't think I should keep going with this, because that's basically showing you how powerful this is. And the great thing is that this is still at its infancy, but is growing rapidly, which is a great opportunity for you to jump right into the wave and take the advantage of start working on your business. So how people are taking advantage of this is advertising, affiliate marketing, e-commerce sites, providing services, membership sites, flipping sites, information products, etc. So there's way too many options to choose from, but this is a particular issue that I had when I started as well. So which one I'm going to use? So I started with affiliate marketing because it's easy in theory, because you can promote somebody else's product, but at the end of the day, to promote that product, you need to understand it. If you don't understand it, you wouldn't succeed. That happened to me, and it happened simply because I didn't have my structure right. I didn't understand exactly what to do and how to understand a product at that time. It's interesting because I already had the knowledge, but I started following the concepts of people that were focusing only in the promoting step without showing me all the other rest. Even though I already knew it, I wasn't applying it. So let me share with you this pyramid, which is the Abraham Maslow Hierarchy of needs. If you see this, so it goes from bottom to the top is basically the more basic needs, and at the top are the higher needs of the human beings, and the last two at the top, as you can see, are the self-esteem needs and the self-actualization needs. So what I'm trying to get to is that I would say 80 to 90% of people, if you're living in a developed or semi-developed country, they will have the bottom three levels fulfilled. So what is missing is basically driving ourselves into that esteem needs and the self-actualization. The only way we can get there is feeling accomplished and having, developing ourselves in a full potential into creating activities. So we are in a bubble, and we think that failure is so bad that we are gonna die if we fail. So said God and say, we've greatly exaggerated the risk of sinking without celebrating the value of swimming. If you look back at this pyramid of Abraham Maslow, we think that we are in the worst situation ever, but the worst situation is not worst. We're actually in the best situation right now in this particular time, in this particular century. So focusing on the top two part of the pyramid is probably what you want to do right now, because that's the next step within yourself. And so if we all have our basic needs sorted, what is next is basically working towards that ultimate state, right? So including creativity in your life and helping others through your knowledge, experience, talents, and skills. You already have absolutely everything to create a business. I had it, I didn't know I had to discover it myself. I'm here to help you out on discovering that and actually shaping it up into your online course, your online business that you will be able to start selling right away. So let's go right down into the numbers. So that's all, the philosophy behind how online businesses and the internet itself revolution is showing us how we can create businesses online, and how it actually you will feel self-fulfilled and you will drive yourself into the top two levels in that pyramid of Abraham Maslow. But the reality is that you're gonna make more money. Okay, so let's be honest here, and who wouldn't like a little bit of more money in your bank account? That's something that we all want, because unfortunately life just get easier, and lives get a lot better once you have a little bit more money in your bank account. Simply because if you have a business, you will be able to reinvest in better tools, you will be able to create a better website, you will be able to reinvest that into another business, and it just keeps growing. So you probably already looked at the very quick example that I have here, but basically if you compare online courses or information products against advertising pay you cents per click. Online course, you can sell them for hundreds of dollars a month. So if you can get 10 customers a week, for example, in this priced course for $200, you will have a revenue of $2,000, and you will have a vision of creating a membership site around it. With advertising, you'll pay you cents. You will get, let's say, 100 clicks a week. You will get a revenue of $200. So what are you waiting for, right? So it's a no-brainer when you start looking at the numbers. So in reality, what you want to create is that information product out of your knowledge, experience, talents, and skills, like these people did. So they created a toilet trained cat website where they can order an online course, and you will be able to just teach your cat how to use the toilet. So as you can see there, so they never scoop litter gain, eliminate litter boxes, and all these kind of things, and they've even been featured in the Wall Street Journal. So you can just see what is happening here. So there's a whole bunch of things that you can create out of on the internet. So if you can see e-training for dogs, so solving separation anxiety, free new webinar course. So it's available on demand or recorded. You can just buy it and understand your dog if it feels lonely or is having anxiety. So they're solving a problem, so people buy them. That's all you want to do. You want to solve a problem, so they will buy of you. This is the best example that I've ever seen, because this guy, he actually fixed your parrot's problem. Think about this. So it's just a guy with a bunch of birds around him, and you know what is crazy about it? He sells like crazy, and you know what? He diversifies. So he actually, in that video, you can train any of these animals. not only one animal, not only parrots, but you can teach absolutely any of these animals. So you can diversify. You know what is even more crazy about it? Look at his Facebook page. Everybody's creating a strategy around it. Everybody's doing all these massive things on Facebook. Look at his page. It's the simplest page that you could imagine. And what it says, birdtricks.com, and then they have a picture of a parrot, and look how many likes they have. 88,000 likes. Who wouldn't like that in your Facebook page? That's 88,000 potential people that they will be seeing whatever he posts in there and whatever offers he's got. So you can see how much opportunity is out there. So what we're gonna do right now is I'm gonna show you the 3 steps that you need to follow to create that online course and that information product that you will be able to create a business around it. So here we are. This is what it is. This is going to be your blueprint, and this is where you start when you want to create an online business. Okay, so any of the models that you want to think of for online businesses, this is the path that you will want to follow. Okay, so first of all, there are 3 steps you will follow as part of the process. Basically, you will plan it, then you will create that product or your website and everything around it, and then you start promoting. Okay, and to plan, there are going to be 7 steps that you want to go through within your planning. The very first one is that idea development phase. So in the idea development phase, you basically will discover yourself, your ideas, your knowledge, experiences, talents, and skills, and from there you will be able to create an information product. Okay, so then you will find a value offer. You will craft a unique value proposition, a value offer around that idea that you had, and then you're gonna start monetizing. So you're gonna find the way to monetize that idea that you've already found a value offer for. After that, what you want to do is you're gonna be creating a sales funnel. Creating the sales funnel is very important because this is what's gonna classify and qualify your leads and your potential customers into a paying customer. Also, setting expectations. This is basically setting up meaningful goals for your business and tracking how much each customer is going to cost you. Then you will have to plan your website, a plan or the different marketing material that you're going to be having around your website, because you're going to have to transmit the right message to the right people. And lastly, a positioning strategy. Where are you going to be? Are you going to be doing audio, text, and video, audio, text, video, or everything together? How are you going to position yourself in the market? So let's just go back into the idea development process. So this idea development process, it has 4 steps. So the 4 steps that you will follow here is basically a discovery process. You will focus those ideas that you came up in the discovery process, and then you validate them with the market very quickly, and then you will do a final check to make sure that you are excited about your idea and is the right idea for you to pursue. So in the discovery process, you're going to go through a process that is called the KETS process. It's called the knowledge, experience, talents, and skills, and this is going to be a surprise that I have for you right here in the webinar. So you're going to be able to download a worksheet with the KET system that you will be able to work on your own. Okay, so you'll be able to have that for you and for you to get started after this webinar right away. So also the knowledge, this is all about asking yourself the question, what do you know? You will want to also go in through your experience. We are going to take you through those experiences and take a ride back into what you know and you will be able to help people with. Also the talents, you will have those talents checked up, and knowing that you're something naturally good at something, and you will be able to create a business and a product around that, and you will be able to in fact create sales around those knowledge. Also the skills are basically those things that you've learned, those traits that you've learned during those experiences that you've had. Okay, and also checking your enthusiasm. Make sure that the ideas that you're looking at, they are the right ideas for you. It's very important if you're passionate or not, because you're going to be able to keep this idea working in the long term. Also, after you move from the CATS exercise, what you want to do is taking 2 topics from each of the sections, and then you will narrow down this up to 10, and then after that what you do is you make them all in a how-to topic. What happens when you're using the how-to at the beginning, asking a question to yourself without asking a question, what you're doing is you're turning your subconscious on into finding an answer for it. If this is the right idea for you, you're going to be finding an answer, and at the same time as you're going through this process, you're going to find that your idea is ready to the market, because you already have all the process behind it to create an online course and help others. So after you do this, you're going to go through a validation process, which is basically finding the different, testing the market and knowing that there is a market for it. Because the number one reason why business fail is because they actually go into business for the wrong reason. They don't realize how important it is to check the market, how important it is to check that there is somebody who's going to buy this of you. Even with the guy with the birds, and people teaching how to use the toilet for your cat, there's a market for it. So there's a market for absolutely anything, but you need to check that there is something. So then you will want to do a keyword research. So what is a keyword research? Basically, it's finding the Google search on those particular terms that you're trying to find out. Why we do this? Because we want to know if people is trying to find information around it. If people is trying to find information around it, that means there is a potential market for it. Also, the typical questions. What are the questions that people are asking for? Okay, this is very important, because you are going to identify the problems that your potential customer is having. By identifying them, you're going to be able to deliver that solution, that solving that problem. That's where you're going to have a business. Also, experts. You're going to make a list of 10 subject matter experts on the topic, simply because you want to see how they're solving that problem, and what are the gaps between what they are solving and the market, and how can you actually marry them up and create a product out of that. Lastly, you're going to go through a final check. What I want you to do here is to check that you're passionate about this topic, that you want and you can work on this topic for months and years, and for the long run pretty much, and that there is a market for your product, that there are competitors are good, by the way. Competitors are something that you want them to be there, so you will be able to benchmark yourself. And if there are enough subject matter experts that your course or your ebook produce a solution to a problem. And also that if you answer no to any of the above, you basically have to go back again and pick up the next idea. That's why we have a bucket and a list of ideas that you can pick up and take them through the process and find the best idea for you. Once we do all this, we are gonna be able to start crafting that value offer, that's something that the people are gonna buy, that irresistible offer that they can live without, and they will be seeing you as an expert on that particular topic, and then they know you, and they're gonna know you because of this. Okay, you're gonna be the author of this ebook, the author of this information product. They're gonna identify themselves with you. So we want to make sure that that value that you're offering, that value that you're putting together, is something that you are entirely proud of it, and you're happy to show it to everybody. Okay. So first of all, what you want to do is you're gonna have to determine how you're gonna talk to. So a lot of the times, businesses, what they do is they just start hitting and missing, and they just go into dark, trying to hit the target market that they don't even know who they are. So that's very important when you're in business, because you need to know who they are. You want to know them like your brothers or sisters, or you want to know them like your cousins. If you talk a lot with your cousins, you probably want to know exactly, absolutely everything about them, because once you know that, they will relate to you easier, and they will know that you know them, and they will know that you're solving their problem. Okay, so after you do that, you want to go and check on your competitors. Once you check on your competitors, you're going to find solutions that they are providing to the problem. What is their offer? How are they doing wrong? How they position themselves, the marketing methods that you are using, and the customer service. So remember that when you go into competition is vital. vital. You want to find at least 3 of them, so you'll be able to check yourself against them. And what is the offer? The value offer is basically what they are offering, and is similar to what you're gonna be offering. So their products, services, the pricing, packaging, and delivery, how they have a value proposition in their business, and also what are they doing wrong. This is very important. You want to find out what are they doing wrong so you can do it better. Okay, remember, you don't need to be 100% different. You only want to be 1% different, and that 1% is probably what is going to count, because that 1% is what people are going to see as the value that you are offering to them. Okay, let me share with you a quick story. There were 2 business owners in the jungle, and then suddenly, the lion came up. Both of them were wearing boots, and one of them say, "Oh, hold on, just stop, there's a lion coming on." And then the other one's just put in his knees straight away, and then he take his sneakers out of the bag, and he puts his sneakers on. And the other one asked, "What are you doing? Why you put your sneakers on? What is it for?" And he said, I don't want to beat the lion, but I want to beat you. Okay, I just want to be faster than you. So that's all you have to do. You just need to be faster than your competition, and better than your competition a tiny bit, so the lion doesn't catch you. Okay, so what are they doing extremely well so you can match and exceed their expectations? How they position themselves. Are they blogging? They're doing podcasts, they're doing video, they're doing social media, how powerful it is. Also, what levels of customer service they have. This is very important, because this is where you could excel. Okay, so after you do that, you're going to determine your product, and you're going to create that value proposition that is going to blow away your competition. So you're going to have a product that solves the problems. You're going to have the product analysis that you already did, so you will have a current product base if you already have some. And you can improve those products, and you can come up with new products, and you will have products that solve a sub problem, and etc. So you will be able to start playing around how to create that value offer. Okay, so the value offer is basically a short and to the point. It's not a slogan, but it's a phrase, a short phrase that is memorable, is emotionally connecting to them, it solves their needs, is clearly saying why you're different. You show the benefits, and the product features go at the end. So that solves our value offer. So basically, so far you have an idea and you have crafted the value offer, so you're ready to start monetizing. So how you're going to monetize your idea? So you're going to create your product, which is the real asset of your business. This is your intellectual property. This is what your business stands for. And you're going to have some collateral income with affiliate marketing if there's something that is related to you. So how you're going to go into creating this product and starting thinking about to create the product itself. So you want to divide the topic into steps. This is why it's so important that at the beginning you start thinking on the how-to version of that problem. Okay, think of a Lego. If you ever play Lego before, think of creating your amazing castle, and you're going to start putting one block at a time, and at the end of the day they're going to have the castle. It's the same process that we're going through here in this explanation on how to start your own business. You just want to do the same thing. You want to put all the blocks together so you will have this beautiful castle at the end. So you're going to have an ebook, and you're going to have a video course, and you're going to package it as a membership site. And affiliate marketing. So this is collateral income. I don't use this as the main income for my business, or I don't suggest you to go using this as the main product for your business, simply because the same time that you're going to be taking promoting somebody else's product is the same time that it's going to take you to promote yours. So you want to use them just as a collateral income that you can promote, aspire, and with complementary maybe products that they can that your customer may be able to use with your product. So okay, so far you've created an idea, and then you crafted the value offer. You start creating your monetizing strategy, and now what you're gonna do, you're gonna start creating your sales funnel. You're gonna start selling the idea. How you're gonna do this? You're gonna start doing this through the sales funnel. So you're gonna start doing list building. You're gonna start creating pages in which people will have an irresistible gift offer that they will be able to download, and that potentially is going to lead them into some email autoresponders that then they will lead them into the sales pages. And the sales funnel will work always the same way, but you just need to understand which ones are the channels. So is that direct sales, is that affiliate sales, or there are some probably joint venture opportunities that you could have as part of this business. So once you have your sales funnel decided and set up, what you are going to do, so the step previous before, so what we're doing here is only planning. You're not setting up pages yet, because we want to know the plan first, and then we go into the creative stage. So right here, right now, what we're going to start doing, we're going to start looking at SMART goals. Setting expectations is something, goals that are specific, that are measurable, that are action oriented, that they're realistic, and they're time bound. So these actions, they are not just for taking action for your business, but also for tracking what is happening in your business. So it's specific. So you want to have a certain percentage of conversion rates of your customers going through your funnel, and then you're going to know what is that percentage. So that makes them very specific, and you want to have that by a specific time. That means if that goal didn't get into what the goal was, that means that you have to take action. Okay, so you will have to change something in your funnel to be able to hit the numbers that you want. Okay, you want it to be very realistic, of course, and you want it to be time bound. So part of this SMART system is what the Success Path program does, because what the program does is it will take you through each one of the steps that you're seeing here in a different week, so you will be able to go through the process in an organized, very, very organized way, and not the way that I did at the beginning, which was completely disorganized. So also right here, you're going to plan your website. So far you have an idea, you have crafted your value offer, you've monetized the idea, so you already have a plan for it, you've designed your sales funnel, you have gone through setting your expectations, and right now you are going into your website planning. So you're almost right there into starting to create. So the website is basically your online hub, and this is the objective of the website. This is your house online. This is you living in there, and it is a dynamic page that you change all the time, and you want to change it according to what your customer wants. And this is the beauty of being on the internet and having an internet business, that you will be able to change this very quickly without having to spend a lot of money. And this is one of the problems with offline businesses, that every time you want to change something offline, you will have to make an investment, a large investment, into getting it done. So right here, what you will be able to do, you change dynamically your website as you need to. So the main objectives of a website is positioning yourself as an expert and convert your visitors into fans and customers. So why you plan a website? Because you want it to be very specific to what you want. You want to do this after you go through all these steps in the planning, because you will be able to tell the person who's going to be creating your website, or you are going to be able to do it yourself if that's the way you want to go. And when you do that, you're going to have your plan, you're going to have the blueprint to follow it up, and you basically just design on top of that blueprint. When you don't do that, you will spend a lot of time just thinking about the website and just looking at the screen and changing colors. You don't want to do that. That's a waste of time, and you want to go to market as quick as possible. Okay, this is why you have to plan, and this is why you have to do all this the right way. So this also creates a raving fans that will be waiting out for you for the next post once you become the authority for them. So basically, what to include in your planning: the type of website you're going to create. So you're going to create a WordPress website site. If you're not familiar with what WordPress is, basically the platform that you're creating your site on. What analytics you're going to have, choosing a domain, the web count, the pages that you're going to have, the footer design, the special features that you want to include in your site, advertising, if there's any categories Categories are very important. They need to be related to your topic, the header, the sidebars. This is all what you will have to plan once you get into this stage. And once you do all that, you will be ready to start positioning yourself, to create that positioning strategy around that website. Okay, so far you have the idea, you create the value offer, you know how you're going to monetize it, you know your sales funnel, you know that your goals, you know your website plan, and now is the time to create that positioning strategy so you can move on into the create stage. So communications, basically you'll have two communications, internal and external. External is of course everything that goes out, social media, comments, email marketing, absolutely every communication that you're going to have with those potential customers. And then you will have internal, which are the forums and somehow the way that you're going to communicate with your customers inside your website. Also medium, the website, how you're going to create content on it. So you're going to have a blog, video, podcasting, or you're going to do also social media, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, LinkedIn, and all the other different outlets that you need to be out there. So you're going to have to write. I have to tell you, you're going to have to write, and you're going to have to write a lot, because this is when you write, this is how people see you as an expert, and this is when they learn what you have to show to them, because that's how we transfer our knowledge, is by writing, or by creating a video, or by creating an audio piece or something. But we need to create content to be able to create that trust on them. And then after you decide the medium, you will be able to create a content editorial calendar. Again, this is all the planning, so you will be able to get started with the right foot. Finally, you will be measuring your results. So far you've created the whole plan, so we are ready to, right now you will be ready to start creating your website, to creating your product, and putting all together your sales funnel. So from the website point of view, you're going to have domain, you're going to need a hosting, you're going to have a WordPress website, which is the one I recommend. And we're going to have to buy a theme, more likely a high quality theme, because if your site looks cheap, they're going to think you're cheap. Okay, and of course just some plugins to support the structure of your website, and basically creating your product. This is what you're gonna spend a little bit of time in here, and this is the first stage, which is creating an ebook, a quick guide creation that you will be able to get out there very quickly, and this is gonna be the base for your videos. And also you're gonna be creating the packaging and branding around it. And the second stage is the membership side, which would be creating some video courses and packaging, if this is where the way you want to go. This is the way I suggest you to go, because they will see you in a much different way, your customers, once you have the opportunity to create videos. Finally, you want to go and create your sales funnel, which is basically creating your sales page, your email autoresponders, and your opt-in page, and again having all that ready within your sales page, so they will be able to buy from you. So this leads us basically lastly to our last step, which is promoting. Promoting is absolutely everything that you can do online. So there you have paid ads, you can do webinars, you can do SEO, you can do social media, video marketing, email marketing, guest posting, social bookmarking, forums, blog commenting, blog syndications, etc. So there's a lot of tools out there, and we'll take you through step by step on all of this. But basically, what you want to be doing video marketing, you want to do content marketing, and of course you want to do some guest posting as well. So this is basically the strategy that I suggest you to go if you want to start promoting. So once we do this, you're gonna have some tools that are all the tools that are supporting not just your business but your website and all the infrastructure of everything that you're doing. So you're gonna have your website, of course, you're gonna have a sales page team and an email autoresponder system, you're gonna have a membership site plugin, you're gonna have project management tools, mind mapping, and you're gonna be creating videos. So you need some gear to create a good video. And of course podcasting, again, is the same gear that you will use for videos if you want to go this way, a social media aggregator, so you will save some time, and some backlinks, analytics, and tracking So if you're not familiar with some of the terms in here, basically this is all supporting your business and you will understand as you go. So there you have it. So that's your blueprint to create an online business. This is all for you, and you will be able to download it soon enough, right at the end of this webinar. Okay, so we're here almost at the end of this webinar, and what you have learned so far is basically, you know, that the internet is a network for business creation, not just for business creation, but also for information business based creation. As you saw, the guys who created the course for teaching you how to go to the toilet, or the guy who's treating birds that have problematic personalities or issues. So basically, you know that you can create something, and I'm sure that you have what is needed to create an online business or a business in general, because you have greatness in you. And as Les Brown, which is one of the greatest motivators that I've listened to, he always says we all have greatness within ourselves, and we just need to discover it and just unleash that greatness within us. And I'm pretty sure you have it. You already have the experience. You already have absolutely everything to go and teach somebody about something very simple even could be. So you already know that you can do that through the internet. You already have all the process to go there and start doing it, and you know that the tools that you need to get started. So let me ask you something right here, right now. What was the reason that bring you here today to this webinar? I'm gonna give it my best guess, but I would think that you want to start a business, and you were here just because you were looking to an opportunity to probably get into that and get more information and get your head around it. Also, you probably already started and you're not getting the results you were looking for. You probably want to expand your business and really get it organized and get it into the right step ahead, or you're simply just tired of no actionable information. Probably you went through a course already and you didn't get the results that you were looking for, and the information is not there, or you're just doing it on your own as I started, and pretty much there's thousands of courses and information there that is just driving you crazy and confusing you, as it happened to me. So if you are any of those people, I guess the right question here to ask you is, what are you going to do with this information? And this is critical for you to decide right here, right now, what are you going to do with this information? Because if you don't take action, nothing is going to happen. So there are 3 things that you could do with this information. So the first one is do nothing and forget about it. This information wasn't useful, or probably is not your time to create a business, so you just pretty much do nothing and forget about it. Or you take action on your own, or you let me guide you through the process. You have these 3 options right here, right now, and let's look at each one of the options, and what are the options that you have, or what you could probably do with each one of them. So basically, the first one, if you do nothing and forget about it, what is going to happen, right? So nothing, life will continue as normal, but in the back of your mind, you will be always thinking that you had the opportunity to start something great, to do something important, not just for you, but for somebody and for your family, and to be able to create wealth and financial independence and something much greater than just having a job for your family, and something great that you can create out of your knowledge, experience, talents, and skills, and you simply did nothing, right? So that's one of the options. The next option is basically to just go and take action on your own, and you can do it. Of course, this is one of the options, but more likely you're gonna waste time, you're gonna waste money, and you're gonna waste a lot of effort trying to figuring all this out. You're probably going to the next webinar and they offer something different, and then they realize that this wasn't organized, this was organized, or anyway. So at the end of the day, what is going to happen within your head, and it happened to me, and that's why I'm saying it, is because you're gonna feel overwhelmed and you're gonna feel very lost, and many times, and you wouldn't have somebody to talk to. Okay, so one of the greatest things of having a community is that you will be able to get that support when you need it. And the third option is to let me guide you through the process. So what we are gonna do here, you and I, and with others that are going through this process at the same time as you, if you decide to let me guide you through this process, you are gonna save time, you're gonna save money, you're gonna save a lot of effort, and you're gonna transform that experience, knowledge, talents, and skills into an online course, an online product that you can sell, and you can create a business around it in 12 weeks or less, which is what this training normally takes. So in only 12 weeks you will be able to take these easiest steps: 1, 2, 3, plan, create, and promote. You will be guided step by step, doing absolutely everything, guide you with the screenshots, videos, and absolutely everything for you to take advantage of each one of the tools that you will have to use. This is not only about how to go to create a business, but it's also the tools that you will have to use for doing this. You will have all this information in one place. Also, you will have access to a 24/7 Facebook group where you will be able to ask questions, and somebody from the course itself will be able to answer for you. Also, you will access a full course which is in video and writing as well. You will be able to download all the worksheets that you need to take action. That's my mission, to help you to take action and succeed. And you will have a lifetime access to the TSB. Doesn't happen all the time, and I'm doing this just because I'm launching this product, and this is why you're getting lifetime access. Normally you will have to pay a monthly fee on this product. So also in the next few minutes you're gonna have the opportunity to enter the Success Path program at 75% discount. This is my offer for you today, and this is how I want to let me help you, to guide you through this process, because I know how difficult it is to be on your own. I've been there, I've done that, and the best thing you can do is to learn from somebody who's been there, who's done it before, so you don't commit the same mistakes and you don't have to go through the same problems. So what happens next? How do you get access to this offer? So basically you're gonna see in the next couple of seconds, you're gonna see a button coming up that is saying get instant access. So this button is the one that is gonna take you through the offer, and you're gonna see a page like this where you're gonna be able to select the best payment option that accommodate to your budget time. After that, your account will be automatically created and you will be ready to start your journey. It's easy as that. Just click the button, everything will be set up for you after that is completed. So this price, unfortunately, I can't keep this price for longer than 24 hours, and this is simply because this is a launch offer and I can't offer this price for anybody. So this course is going to be offered at over $697, and you're getting here over 65% discount, 75% discount, and I can offer that to anybody else. So this is your offer, and it's here for you right here because you are in this webinar. Okay, so make sure you take advantage of this opportunity because you will have only 24 hours to take action. So thank you very much for listening today, and I really hope you got all the information that you needed to, and I hope to see you on the other side as part of our Success Path program. So before I go, I want to leave you with this great quote from Seth Godin, because remember that the easiest thing is to react, the second easiest thing is to respond, but the hardest thing is to initiate. I'm giving you all the tools to initiate and continue, and not just to react but to be proactive in your life, not just in your life but actually taking that control in your life and building and creating the lifestyle that you deserve and that you want. And all you have to do is to click that button and get started with the Success Path program, and let me guide you through the steps, because this is your initiation into the process. So I'm very happy to have you here, and I hope to see you in the other side. Take care.